Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another power leveling guide. This time we're doing 90 to 100. This guide isn't necessarily a time trial, but I'm setting it up as such because it uses some fairly expensive XP potions, and I don't want you guys wasting all your gold on all those if you don't have to. Basically, what we're going to be doing is popping an Elixir of the Rapid Mind and getting every treasure and completing every bonus objective we can before the potion's 15-minute duration wears off. I've made routes in each zone, avoiding treasures that are deep within caves and are heavily guarded because they would slow us down too much and we wouldn't get 100% effectiveness out of our elixirs. Also, I will say, although this guide still works fine for Horde, it's mainly centered around Alliance leveling. This route uses bonus objectives and treasures, and I believe Horde have different bonus objectives than Alliance. I unfortunately don't have a Horde character to confirm this, but if it is the case, just try to adjust accordingly and it should work out fine. I will say that this method does have some downsides. While you can level quickly, once you hit 100 you'll have very few followers and resources. For resources, you can check out my Tan and Juggle chest farm videos, which I'll have a link to at the end of this video. For followers, I'm currently working on a video where you can pick up around 10 followers from questing really quickly. I don't have the video up at the time I'm making this one, but just keep an eye out for it. It's not a huge deal, but it's just something that you should know before using this leveling method. Also, before you go any further, there are a few requirements for this method. First off, you need flying in Draenor. With the release of patch 6.2.1, players are now able to fly in Draenor if they have the Draenor Pathfinding achievement. I won't go into detail in this video on how to get that achievement, but I'll link a really good guide in Wowhead in the description of this video so you can figure out how to get it. In addition to flying in Draenor, make sure you also have Master Riding trained because you'll need all the speed you can get. Also, in patch 6.2, you're now able to get garrison missions that award something called the Elixir of the Rapid Mind. It's basically an XP pot that increases your experience gained from all sources by 300%, and you can buy them off the auction house. Because these can get quite expensive, at least on my server, I've optimized the route to only use 3 of them. On my server these fluctuate a lot, so try to grab them while they're cheap. A good price for these is around 2,000 gold each at the time of this video. You'll also need 1 to 3 potions of accelerated learning. This is similar to the Elixir of the Rapid Mind, but just a little weaker. It only lasts for an hour, and it only increases XP by 20%. It stacks with the Elixir of Rapid Mind, however, so it's still good. I say 1 to 3 here because it depends if you're going to level in one session and how long it takes you to travel between zones. If you want to be a speed demon, just grab 1. You can pick them up from your garrison resource vendor for 100 garrison resources. You're also going to want full heirlooms minus the rings. In this video I'm using all of the XP heirlooms aside from the rings, that is the helmet, shoulders, chest, cloak, and pants. If you have the rings, that's great, throw them on and make sure they're leveled to 100 or else you won't get the XP bonus. Also, you should download an add-on called Draenor Treasures. What this does is it displays every treasure in every zone on your map and minimap. You're going to need this to pinpoint where all the treasures are, and I'll have a link to it in the description of this video. And finally, this really isn't a requirement, but it's just a nice little bonus. If the Dark Moon Fair is in town, make sure you grab the XP buff from there. Ride on the carousel for a short time to get a plus 10% experience and reputation gain for 1 hour. I didn't have it in this video, but it's just a nice little bonus to have if the fair is open. For this route, we'll be running through 3 zones: Shadowmoon Valley, even if you're Horde, Gorgrond, and the Spires of Iraq. Yes, 3 zones is plenty enough to level to 100. I would even say that it's more than enough. Like I said, if you have a lot of gold to throw around and you don't mind buying, say, 2 elixirs per zone, you don't really need to be speedy with these routes. To be able to do both the treasures and the bonus objectives, go to each bonus objective and complete it up until 1 kill or item pickup before popping your elixir. This is very important because if you try to complete these bonus objectives from scratch, you'll never be able to finish the entire route before the elixir wears off. So to recap, we're going to go to Shadowmoon Valley, Gorgrond, and the Spires of Iraq, and in each zone complete each bonus objective up to 1 kill and 1 item pickup. Then follow these routes that I've made. You can find all of these routes in the description. I recommend you bring out the routes on a dual monitor or something so you can follow along easily and quickly. So for Shadowmoon Valley, we have 4 bonus objectives. Go to the Bloodthorn Cave at 8235 and kill all but 1 Pale Crawler. Then, go to the Hills of Valoon at 5933 and kill all but 1 Kaleri or Planestalker. Then stop by the Shimmer Moor at 5961 and pick up all but 1 Iridescent Egg. And finally, go to the burial fields at 4757 and kill all but one orc spirit. For Horde, you won't have any bonus objectives in Shadowmoon Valley. What you want to do is set your hearth to War Gall in Frostfire Ridge and then complete every Frostfire Ridge bonus objective up to 1 kill or 1 pickup. Once all that's done, then that's when you want to head to Shadowmoon Valley and follow this treasure route. As soon as you reach the end of this route, hearth back to Frostfire Ridge and finish off those bonus objectives. Like I said, I don't have any Horde characters that I can test this out with, but you should be able to clear those bonus objectives with time to spare. For Alliance, I was able to complete this route with 3 minutes to spare. Start off the route at the Bloodthorn Cave at 8235 if you're Alliance, and if you're Horde, start off the route at the Shadowmoon Treasure at 2739. Now if you're Horde, hearth back to your garrison and do your bonus objectives. If you're Alliance, as a bonus at the end of this route, head back to the wagon you passed at 4261 and grab the cargo shipment. I skipped this one initially because there's a chance to aggro a high HP mob here that slows you down too much, but now that the route's over, you're free to grab this one without penalty. If you're Horde, I still recommend you skip it because you still need to do those bonus objectives in Frostfire. By the time you finish Shadow Moon Valley, you should be at least level 93. You only need level 92 for the next zone, which is Gorgrond. So head on over to Gorgrond and complete all the bonus objectives up to 1 kill or item pickup. Make sure you don't start the quest chain here because if you do, the Draenor Treasures add-on will show all of those rock and vine treasures that you can pick up, depending on what garrison ability you chose. The problem with these treasures is that they don't give XP and they're all over the place. The only thing you'll do is confuse yourself and you'll go for the wrong treasures and waste your elixir. So make sure you save that chain until after you're done with the zone. I should point out too that I didn't get the Stone Mall bonus objective for some reason. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, or if it doesn't show up because I haven't started the quest chain for this zone or what. If it shows up for you, by all means add it to the route. Also, like I said, I think Horde get different bonus objectives here. Unfortunately, I don't know where they are. Like I said, this guide is mainly based around Alliance, but just get those ready and try to put them in the route as optimally as you can. For Alliance, go to the Ioun Weald at 6155 and kill all but one Stinger. Then go to the Valley of Destruction at 4848 and break all but one Goron Egg. Next, go to the Brimstone Springs at 4155 and kill all but one Brimfury. Then stop by the Mistcreep Mire at 5266 and break all but one Hydra Egg. Next stop is the Forgotten Caves at 5178. Kill all but one Pale Orc here. Next, head on over to the Ruins of the First Bastion at 5080 and kill all but one Podling. And finally go to the Tail Thrasher Basin at 4790 and kill all but one Saberon. And once again, if you have different bonus objectives, just try to fit them in the route as best you can. You do have a lot of cushioning for this zone because you'll see by the time I finish the route, I have about 5 minutes left on my potion. Start off the route at the Harvestable Precious Crystal at 4649. By the time you finish Gorground, you should be at least level 96.5, or at least close to there. You'll only need level 96 to start the Spires of Iraq. Before you head to the Spires of Iraq, make sure you have Archaeology learned because there are a lot of treasures there that require you to have it in order to pick them up. Now for the Spires of Iraq, you have a choice here. For the zone ability for Spires, you can choose an inn which gives you a 20% XP bonus while you're in the zone. For this route, it isn't necessary at all unless you really messed up with your potions at some point, in which case you should probably pick it up. The intro chain takes about 20 minutes to complete, so that's something you should know before you consider doing that. If you got every treasure and bonus objective with all the XP buffs so far, you should hit 100 about halfway through this route. You'll see that I hit 100 about a third of the way through, but I still continue on for those who didn't. So head on over to the Spires of Iraq and get those bonus objectives ready. For Alliance, go to the Blade Fist Hold located at 2826 and kill all but one Skitterer. Next, go to the Writhing Mire at 3443 and kill all but one Shattered Hand. And finally, stop by the Bloodmane Pridelands at 4870 and kill all but one Saberon. Once again, I'm not sure what Horde have here, but just try to fit it in the route as best you can. I will say that this route is very strict because I was just barely able to finish it in time with seconds remaining. So if you want, watch through it once to get a good idea of where all the treasures are before you make your attempt, because there's not a lot of room for error here. I do end up getting tripped up on a few of these, as you'll see, because some of them are really well hidden. You'll also notice here that the Elixir of the Rapid Mind buff disappears when I hit 100. Since I pop a potion of accelerated learning right when I use the elixir, you can tell that the elixir of the rapid mind's duration would have run out when the potions of accelerated learning's duration hits 45 minutes. When you're ready, start your route off at 4314 with the elixir of Shadow Sight. that's it. Hopefully you didn't have too much difficulty following this route. If you ran out of duration and didn't hit 100, just stop by Nagran because it's pretty dense with treasure. I doubt you'd have to do any bonus objectives there because if you're somehow not 100 yet, you should be really close. I hope this leveling method worked out for you, and if you have any optimizations, be sure to let me know. I'm sure these routes aren't 100% perfect, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. If you liked this video, please consider checking out the rest of my channel where you can find World of Warcraft tutorials, guides, showcases, how-tos, and more. I have a lot of stuff I've been working on here and I'd love to share it with you and get your input on it. If not, that's cool too. Regardless, I hope this video was helpful and congrats on your new level 100. As always, thanks for watching, good luck, and peace!